I remember when we were strong. The Viridian Outriders, a bold fraternity dedicated to preserving the safety of the needful traveler. Within my lifetime, I have seen us fall so far, replaced by the steel and gold of a king I once called friend. New threats arise, though, and his cutlass and coin may not be enough to save our people. We're still here, though. Less than we were. But we're here, and we'll help where we can. That is my oath. Hello, and welcome back to Another Path. My name is Chase, and I remain your GM. Today, our heroes and Basil the Bloody infiltrate Scales Right Prison. Thank you to our backers, Kyle, Xander, and Rin, for their support. If you like what you hear, consider donating to us at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia, and maybe try checking out some of the other shows on the network. But with that, sit back, relax, and enjoy your trip down Another Path. I do have something else to bring before the group. I know at least one person has played this a good chunk beforehand, and Ryan, I know you've been playing a lot of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist.
Yeah, I've played to...
Spoiler right now.
I was
a Teenage Exocolonist. It's a really, really, really good game.
Yeah.
If you're interested in playing this game, stop listening here.
Jump ahead.
Skip ahead.
I will tell you where to jump ahead now. Chase from the future here. If you want to hear us talk about different video games, go ahead and jump to 9 minutes and 37 seconds. Or if you want to jump to the episode itself, jump to the 13-minute mark. See you there.
Although their spoilers will be real, I'll give fake spoilers just to mix it up.
Good.
Correct.
We can count on Justin.
Has not played it.
Exactly.
Justin,
this is a great game. I do love it.
Tangent did nothing wrong. That's not true. She did a lot of things really wrong.
So here's the thing. I'm not
I
sure
wanted to
what
take the stance that Ryan and I famously take with Edelgard did nothing wrong, but Tangent did a lot of things really wrong.
Edelgard did nothing wrong.
Oh, no, I agree with you. Here's the thing. I was a Claude boy through and through. Edelgard did nothing wrong.
I'm sorry, who?
That was a diversion to the Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Mm-hmm.
Did someone say anal guard?
Yes, we did.
Basically.
Edelgard did nothing wrong. I did one playthrough. I immediately 100% romance Tangent, and then called her out on her shit and got dis super blown up.
See, I went through with Tangent's Cure, which is bad and worth the playthrough. I'm not spoiling that one for y'all. That help Tangent the whole way and watch the heartbreak. It's so good.
Noted. I will do that next life through because I went with Mars the first time through.
Really?
Yeah.
Mars will stab you in the back, though, is the thing.
I mean, like, here's the thing. If you give her the opportunity, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because Mars is hungry for power. Is the thing. Tangent is there for
Mars
you.
is. Hey, Justin. I know you're doing fake goofs right now. You are 100%
kind of
correct.
getting it.
Look, I get
that
the
knife
vibes.
that Mars stabs you in the back with. Absolutely sequined.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Mars playthrough right now.
It's real good, Justin. So that you can goof with us. The structure of the game is that
I think he's doing a pretty great job.
He really is. You are a 10-year-old with a space colony. You crash land. You're essentially like a rogue space colony from Earth. You crash land on an alien planet through a wormhole. You live the next 10 years of your life on a planet and with the colony as it grows and whatnot. But there are hints throughout that you have done this before, or you've lived this before, or there is a time loop or something like that going on. I'm still not 100% sure about the specifics. I'm about halfway through my second playthrough.
Okay.
I did Mars my first time through.
So you have
I have lived
yes.
before.
Once you get to your second playthrough, you can actually start choosing dialogue options that are indicative of, oh shit, I know what's about to happen.
Correct.
And it completely changes the game.
I was able to save that individual. I have been able to save just about everyone.
God, I don't want to save everyone. So, like,
It's hard.
The deaths hit me so hard as I was doing it, and now I'm like, my God, I could save them.
But sometimes they're necessary.
Sometimes they are.
Sometimes they are, but it has honestly like kept me from starting the second run through. Because I started it, played 4 minutes, and then like I was shaking because
Yeah.
I didn't want to make the wrong choice again.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a good message that sometimes death is unavoidable, but it hits just as
Uh-huh.
hard. Anyway, I'm doing an anal guard
my
playthrough.
God. It's like a visual novel style game and has some RPG elements, has some exploration mechanics. There's like a kind of a deck building thing going
the
on, but
card
it's
game,
not. But it's not super like in depth. Yeah.
It's not complicated, but it's good. I almost wish I got it on Switch because I think Cassie would really like it.
I'm gonna make Ellie play through this game at some point, and we're gonna
Do
get it on
it.
Switch so I can do it with a clean save file.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It should be noted that former guest of the show, Lehman Kessler, did recommend this in the Discord at some point.
Yeah.
And that got Ryan and I on board. And it is very good. I think Zan also was planning on picking it up.
It said, I believe the pitch was teenage exocolonist / deck builder / time loop. And I said, yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're like a Monster Hearts fan, it's got a lot of that energy. If you like that sort of YA drama, like you literally have a meter as you're becoming a preteen of like rebellion versus authority. Like you can just lean into being a shitty kid, and it's hilarious.
And if they listen to this network, they probably do like Monster
probably.
Hearts.
Probably.
I'm trying to remember which one it was. There is like a class that you can take when you are in like your early years where it's like you learn about the history of how you got out there, and it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
It's
like what happens to Earth? Yeah.
Well, what not only what happens to Earth, but like the group you're a part of has like like some big Scientology vibes.
A little bit.
Yeah, man, and the choices and the everything and yep. There's a whole dude that I didn't meet.
Yeah.
Oh, I
whole
think I know what
guy
you're talking about.
Didn't meet him.
How much of them did you meet?
I met 3 out of 5 of him.
Yeah. The way that answer makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, I did look that up. I went, okay, cool.
I did meet him my first run through, and I've kind of met him on my second. I'm taking a few days break right now because I'm also in the same purchase. I got that. I also got Crime Scene Cleaner.
Nice.
Which is a real good game.
Chase and Ryan, when you get to feeling like you've had your fill on this game, let me know, because there is a weird like double sequence of endings that I can point you in the direction of. And I will just tell you that the achievement that you get for unless you maybe have already gotten this one, the achievement you get for this ending is just called The Paradox.
I have not gotten that.
Interesting. I'm very interested.
What style of game is the gameplay?
It's very visual novel, honestly.
You run around a camp with your guy and you talk to people, and then you run around outside the camp and you talk to people, and then every time there's an encounter, whether that's actually a fight or whether it's solving a problem or it's going to class, you use the deck that you've been building, and every time you successfully complete an encounter, you can get more cards, and the cards proc off of your skills.
So it's the Pokemon trading card game for
Let's
Game
do
Boy.
it, yes.
Yeah.
If that'll make you buy this
yeah.
game, then yes, it's that.
It's not wrong. I would also like...
It's a little more poker.
That's exactly what you do. You run around and you talk to people, and then you use your deck to solve your problems, and then they give you more cards.
And hey, you know what? That was a really good fucking game, Justin. I really like the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy.
And there was a sequel that was only released in Japan, but you can find a ROM of the translation.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called Here Comes Team Rocket or something like that.
Fun.
Anyway, I sometimes wonder if the listeners like my trolling like Ryan, or if they hate my trolling like Griffin. And if it's the latter, I'm sorry, it might make me do it more.
I mean, I've never been able to stop you, Justin.
This is true.
Seeing everybody get mad about Bertley in the Discord made me so happy.
You have a problem. End spoiler zone here.
I am, as of time of recording, 34 days away from downloading and installing Civilization 7.
Wow.
So we've got 34 days to wrap up the campaign, is what I'm hearing.
So I have 34 days to play any other video games.
Then we lose Ryan to Sid Meier.
Did you buy another copy of Civ 6 while it was on sale?
Oh, it's not a no.
No. but I made sure that my sister knew that it was on sale and she bought it. So does that count?
You get half credit.
Okay.
You get a referral bonus.
What other video games do we want Ryan to play in the next 36 days?
Right now, my list is a little bit more of Exocolonist. We'll see how many days I want to sink into that. I really want to finish Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Fair.
Manor Lords has
Bully
been
for
fun.
PlayStation 2.
Good rec.
Cool. I'll go find that ROM. Thanks, Justin. What, Griff?
If you have a PS5, it's on the PS5 store.
I'm an Xbox man.
I think it's a PC game. Manor Lords has been fun.
Manor Lords
Okay.
is very good. It is on, the PC Game Pass.
Yeah, okay. It is.
Oh, is
very,
it on PC Game
yeah.
Pass? Okay.
Yeah, that's how
It
I
is
played it.
still definitively early access. It's not like a polished early access. It's still like early access, but it's fun.
Nice.
I'm
okay.
enjoying it. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
All right. Here, you guys should actually throw it in the Discord.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm gonna forget. But
You should check out Miss Pac-Man.
yeah,
Revolutionized a generation.
Justin, honest, legitimate question that I'm curious about. What is the newest game
Yeah.
you have played? What is like
whatever
the most recent-
whatever. Wait, I know. I know. Whatever the last Pokemon release was.
No. Unless you're counting TCG Pocket, because
I'm not counting
That's
TCG
No.
a long time ago. I would say probably Jedi Survivor or
Okay.
no, Spider-Man 2 came out after, and Baldur's Gate 3,
Okay. Right on. Just curious.
and Star Fox
That's
64.
I've also been playing some Backyard Baseball 97, Backyard Soccer 98. Been kicking those around again. It's felt pretty good. I have conquered the universe and toured the world.
I also play a good amount of Township on my phone. It's a game where you run a farm. It's like Farmville.
Nice.
But it's
We love.
I don't love it. It's not. It's an addiction.
It's no chicken game, but
It's no chicken game for sure.
I do also want to play Metaphor Refantasio, but I do not have enough
I do
hours.
not have enough hours.
Y'all say the most complicated words when you're talking about video games.
That's that Persona game, right?
It's fantasy Persona.
Yes.
Yeah.
Persona with democracy is how I've been told. But yeah, the other Griffin loves it. So
Griffin McElroy.
yeah,
All right.
yeah, Bessies.
Respect.
Did not realize that was a fantasy game. I'll add that to the wish list. I'll buy that when it's like $10.
Yeah, do it. It's full JRPG.
There is a Dragon Quest game that I started like years ago that I need to get back to at some point, but I keep not wanting to go back to it because I don't remember what the fuck I was doing, and I also do not want to start over again.
Right?
You all reconvene up at the top tent. Basil is there, strapping on some half-plate armor, very clearly, patched together from multiple different sets of armor. There's a pauldron that looks absolutely immaculate. It looks like it came out of a museum. There is one of the chess pieces is absolutely a cast iron pan.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
love it. Harper is somewhere between so admiring the ingenuity and so disgusted by the slapdash nature of it all, like the lack of uniformity and the lack of the joints are all bad, but the ingenuity and the use of resources is clever, and she's just like,
I could fix him.
I could
Hashtag
fix
armor.
I could fix him. No, not the man, the suit of armor.
The man is broken.
The man I don't care about.
I could fix it.
Give me the armor. I could fix that.
Mama, I can change it.
When we finally get a movie of this, can we cast Dule Hill to play Harper, so that we can get him to say I can fix that?
No, Julia Hill is going to be playing Stuart Bailey. Just so your characters have to be mean to Dule Hill the whole time.
Rude.
Guys, I've been picturing Dule Hill in that role. Not gonna lie, I'm really glad you said that, Chase.
Actually, no, here's the thing, though. Dule is... I think he is old enough that I would... If casting him as anybody, he's Luca.
He's Luca.
I know the art that, Maddie's been working on for Luca is very much a white man, but he would be a really good Luca.
Yeah. He has the vibes of a Luca.
100%, especially in the new Wonder Years.
Would Airman be played by Adam Driver or Timothy Chalamet?
Driver.
Timothée Chalamet.
It'd be Timmy.
Oh.
It'd be Timmy. Adam's too old.
Oh, see, I'm Camp Driver. Driver's spookier.
No,
Driver's
Driver
more
older.
haunted.
Driver's Apollo.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's good.
We never see him. We only hear him. Perfect. Done.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm curious.
Now we got to do this. Who's Harper?
Yeah.
Cecil is Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant would be good.
Jude Law?
I was thinking a little bit less masculine.
Legit.
Tilda Swinton.
Good.
You know?
Good. You know, honestly, it's Tilda Swinton, but it is Tilda Swinton from Doctor Strange.
Yes. I assumed.
Yes. The hair is a wig.
Yeah. All right, Griffin, who's playing Harper?
And then,
Harper is also Tilda Swinton, but on her knees.
and then Harper Talk is
Different
played
wig.
by Pedro Pascal.
No. Pedro Pascal is the voice of Ignis.
Yeah. That's that's good. That's good right there.
Ignis, are you alive?
Oh no,
Yes.
no. It's actually. My God, I forgot the guy's name. Who voices Hey the chicken?
I was thinking
Oh,
the exact
Alan
same
Tudyk.
thing.
Alan Tudyk.
Yeah,
it's Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk as the
is
voice
Ignis.
of Ignis.
Maybe because I just watched the Dungeons and Dragons movie again, but I would cast Sophia Lillis as Harper.
Oh, yeah. Hey,
she'd
what a
crush
good
that.
fucking movie.
What a great movie.
Guys, I want to watch it again.
I watched it a couple weeks ago. It's still really
It's
good.
still a good movie.
It's a great flick. Let's make more of them.
All right, anyway. Jail time. Let's go to jail.
You all leave the camp with not zero fanfare. Hold on, I actually have to roll a couple persuasion checks right now.
Huh?
Interesting.
For who?
All right, that'll be neat. There are cries and cheers of "Let us help! We want to fight them!" from the other bandits as you all take your leave. Basil is not one to do things halfway and does give a bit of a stump speech on his way out. At the gates of the camp, he turns around and just screams out, "I'm gonna go and get these fuckers. What they did to me. God, what they did to me. They won't do this to anyone ever again. No. No more."
Seeing like the fervent fanfare
Yeah.
and willingness with which all of these folks would willingly do whatever Basil tells them to do, Cecil very quickly looks over at Arabin and Harper and goes, they could just like storm the gate
It's not
while we're going in the back.
It's not a bad plan B.
No, I'm saying we just do it.
Oh, just do it.
We just say we just do it, and then it's just there was a raid on the prison, and then we get in and out. It might be easier for us to not be seen.
Well, it's not a bad distraction. I don't think Basil would be willing to risk his whole crew.
Hey, Basil.
You feel hands on your sides and kind of pulls you down a little. Was already the plan. They'll get there on their own. And he lets you two go and walks off.
Grand.
I knew I liked him.
Well, I guess that was already the plan.
Ay. All right.
Perfect. Done.
You clear the tree line and start heading down the valley into kind of a crevice between two cliffs to the beach. Once he is sure that you are all clear of the forest, he speaks a little bit more freely. They are going to assault the gates. There's no question about it. These folks have been pent up and ready for a fight for months at this point. Micah's been able to hold him back for a while I was getting my shit together. As it is, no reason to stop at this point.
Yes. We don't even have to convince. They just want to.
They will do it. Micah knows better than to hold him back from something they really want to do, and they really want to fight. And that's going to be
Great.
a good fight for them. It's going to be a good cover for us.
Love
My boy
it.
knows his stuff. He'll let it happen.
If I knew they were ready for a fight, I could have practiced some sparring with them.
Oh, they would have liked that.
Afterwards.
Sometimes you just need a good fight. Up the chute, then.
That's the plan.
All right.
Hope you got something to cover your nose with. It's pretty awful, to be perfectly honest.
Harper actually has pre-prepared 4 handkerchiefs that have magical tinkering on them that have a, like, sort of clean linen kind of scent.
Excellent.
To try to help with the ascent up.
I'm no stranger to the basement smell.
All right, I need everybody to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Before we go up, I'm sure we have a list of spells we would like to cast.
I just need a lay of the land. Is it just a straight climb up, or is there like a gap between the...
We're getting there.
Okay.
Because first thing you encounter is a pile of corpses.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I cast aid on myself, Harper, and Arabin.
Cool.
Yet the Constitution wasn't for your physical body.
Heard.
It was for corpse.
Heard. Aid's +5.
Mm-hmm.
Plus
Ryan.
5. Yes.
Constitution
This
save.
Yep.
23.
23.
It was 18 for me.
Big 12.
Hey, Chase, how do you think a snake would do going up a tube?
Does it have a climb speed?
No, but it's a snake. They go through tubes all the time.
They do tube. They tube.
They are tube.
Yeah, one and same.
Might as well try it out. Vivius.
Oh my
Do
god.
we need a con save from him?
Yes. Cecil, you absolutely retch. As you round the corner. Everybody else is... Actually, I should roll for...
Oh.
Actually, no. Basil doesn't need a roll. He was part of the pile.
You would think I'd be used to this.
Crunchwrap got a 16.
Crunchwrap's fine. Cecil, you retch. However bad things have smelled when you have been working on things in the basement or casting Wither and Bloom, this is objectively so much worse. You all come across a literal pile of corpses underneath Scales Right. There is kind of a cliff that juts over the sea, and this corpse pile is at the bottom. At about like 10 feet above it, you see the end of a stone chute.
Can we see any of the corpses having any signs of the undersign?
Justin, all of them have been subjected to it. These are all failed attempts at undersign. The entire area surrounding, even if it isn't a part of the pile, there are still bones and remnants of people, pieces of clothing scattered about all over down here. The surf coming in and going out, lapping at what has been here.
Can we see if some of them look fresh, as though this is still happening?
Great question. Give me a medicine check.
I'll get in on that. 13 for Harper.
It's a
Okay.
19.
Harper, you're definitely able to tell a delineation between, yes, like this is relatively recently and this is a little bit longer ago. Arabin, you can tell with a 19.
Arabin knows his fresh bodies.
And you know for a fact that the freshest ones are within maybe 2 or 3 days.
Gotcha.
So this isn't happening nearly at the rate that it used to, but it still does happen. Right, so we need to get up there. And he points to the hole. Once we get in there, we should be able to, kind of shimmy ourselves along a little bit, as long as we don't get something thrown in our face.
Yeah.
Fair.
About how high up are we looking, Chase?
I would say total climb or total ascent is 20 feet.
Okay, easy. I'm going to cast a spell that I've never cast in D&D before.
Ooh, that is a short list.
Ignis has a little has that little like trailer hitch for a tail. And there is a spool of rope that is pulled up on there. I unravel some, about as much length as I think I need, and I take out essentially like a Zippo lighter, and flip it, light the end of the rope on fire, and draw a little sigil on it, blow it out, and I cast Rope Trick.
I forgot Rope Trick exists.
Uh-huh.
I thought this was going to
Yay.
be way harder. God damn it.
Rope Trick. So the rope goes straight up to the point of the hole, and the rope magically stiffens and locks into space.
Yep.
Basically like an immovable rod, and is perfectly climbable.
I was just going to cast Fly on Crunchwrap, and then we were all going to take a magic flying snake.
Also
We
good.
can save that for the escape, Justin.
Save the spell
We can
slot.
save that for when we need to jump out of a tower and we can
'Cause-
escape on a flying snake.
I looked at Fly, and it's not a self range; it's a touch range.
It is. No, upcasting also lets you cast it on multiple people.
Yep.
Which was my move when I was playing a warlock. It's
Yep.
like, hey, you get to fly. You get to fly.
Chase started every combat by just being like, "You three, we're flying now."
Oh, we need to have Flying Tortoise at some point.
My move was getting Zan's mount to fly, because Zan was a cavalier, which is a fucking busted combo.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So I cast Rope Trick. For
right.
what it's worth, there is a small pocket dimension at the top of the rope, but we can just shimmy around that. I don't really think we need to make use of that right now.
You don't need to go into Harper's hidey hole.
No, I think a bunch of junk falls out from the first time I ever cast this spell, 8 years ago or something. An old journal falls out, some tchotchkes, a bag of coins, a bag of silver pieces. It's like the equivalent of finding $10 in your coat pocket from the winter coat.
What was the thing that you took from Stuart Bailey and hid in here?
Oh, man. It was it was something stupid. It was his pillow. It went.
He talked about that pillow for so long.
Arabin has heard about the pillow.
Yeah.
It's the darndest thing. It just
So-
disappeared one day.
I would like to climb up first
Okay.
and kind of scope things out. And if necessary, if we think we might need it, I have some climbing gear. So I can hammer pythons into the chute. I can rig up some additional rope to make our climb easier if we think it's going to be a particularly difficult. Basil mentioned, it was really steep. Is it fucking just 65-degree angle shoot? How much extra prep do you think I need to do here?
Give me. Tell me what check you want to roll to figure this out, and I will set the DC.
I would either give, if I was being selfish, I'd say investigation for kind of mathing out the climb, or for just climbing vibes, I'd go for athletics because I am proficient in that.
I will say I will give you investigation. It is a higher DC threshold.
Cool. That's an 18 on the die for a 25 total.
Expend that climbing gear, and this becomes very easy for everybody else.
Done.
Cool. How is Ignis getting up here?
He has the winch, so I will, once we get to that point, I will basically command him to retract the winch, and he will just kind of up the rope to the pocket dimension, and then start shimmying up the slope with us. I have a backup plan if I need it, but...
Gentle listeners, this is how you completely thwart the DM's attempt at a puzzle.
I mean, you didn't thwart my attempt at a puzzle. You threw an artificer at it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This
exactly,
is why
yeah.
I'm here, you know? This
Sometimes
is
you
what,
could just-
this is my contribution to the challenge.
Sometimes you can just take the door off the hinges.
Yeah.
Sometimes there doesn't even need to be an answer to the puzzle, because you can just say, "Hey, artificer, here's a puzzle."
Got it. Done. I solved it 2 days ago.
Which is exactly what happened here. I had no fucking clue how y'all were going to do this.
It's like a game with branching options, but you can use the class feature to auto-succeed.
let me be clear. I knew Arabin had fly.
Yeah.
So worst case scenario. But no, you are able to all very safely and securely, and Harper, especially with the, because I was going to have you make consistent Constitution saving throws against the smell, but with your magical tinkering, 100%. No, you work your way up. Now, I love
playing an artificer. It's a lot of fun.
You get to the top.
Yeah.
The door in is locked.
Okay.
And I know so go ahead and make that.
Harper pulls on some invisible gloves because the gloves of thievery are invisible.
Good.
That's just the text of the item, gang. Like, that's not a me thing. Let's
how do you know
see.
you're
Harper
wearing
flips
them?
the multi-tool a couple times.
This is gonna get stupid too because I have tool expertise.
Yeah.
So I'm at
you
a 6, 7, 8. I'm at a plus 13 for this roll.
Okay.
I love your prison. We threw an artificer.
So
at
you're
it.
you're gonna roll that, and
Yep.
then Arabin, I want you to roll me a d20 real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
What did I just say? Plus 13?
Yep.
That's a 28.
Jeez.
13.
Okay. The door, like, you barely. Have you ever watched Lockpicking Lawyer on YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit the lock with another lock and I open it. Yeah.
Exactly. Basically.
I get to the lock and I turn around to everyone and be like, it's like, this is a Moserin tier 370. It can be opened by with another Moserin tier 370. Crack.
And it pops open. And with that crack, you find yourself in the morgue. It is a dark and quiet room. A room that one member of your party has already been in before, laying on a slab. There are a few slabs that are taken. There's probably spots for about 10 individuals in here. Should something wild have happened at the prison during its heyday, there would have been ample place for people to be, situated. You look around and things seem fairly stock standard, except, of course, for the doctor that is standing over an individual and locks eyes with all of you as you come into the room. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Cleaning crew. Cleaning out your pipes. Door was locked. Arabin?
What's going on up there?
Arabin, get him!
Am I in the room yet?
I can't see. What's happening? Ignis is in the way.
Cecil, become a guard.
Get him?
Listen, I said what I said.
I know. Roll initiative.
Okay.
Yay.
At that word, Arabin gets him.
Oh, man. I got a 17 on my initiative. It's so funny, too, watching Harper be so proficient up until this moment, and then freezes and goes, cleaning crew, Arabin, kill this man. Fully chokes the minute that she's discovered.
Arabin got a 16, Crunchwrap got an 11.
I got a 6 over here.
Arabin, sick him.
All right, our combat lineup is Harper, the Doctor, Arabin, Crunchwrap, Basil, Cecil.
What's happening up there?
Harper's taking her first turn.
Oh, Jesus. What's the distance between me and this fool?
40 feet.
No, I'm quite wee, so that's unfortunate.
It's a hike.
Yeah. How about this? I will hop onto Ignis. I will hold my action for when I'm in range. Immediately after my turn is Ignis, whose speed is 40.
Very
and
good.
will ride forward, and I will activate my held action, which is to attempt to grapple this guy.
Okay.
Which is an athletics check, which I'm decent at.
Yep.
I'm rolling pretty nice. That is going to be a 22.
Yeah, grappled.
Cool. He is grappled, and then Ignis is going to hold his action so that if this man breaks my grapple, he will attempt to grapple.
He does not attempt to break the grapple. He is going to attempt an attack.
That is cool. I'm fine with that.
You see, now that you are up on him, it looks like he was trying to cut into a specimen.
Yeah.
And he's got a scalpel in his hand, and you've got him. Like, what kind of grapple do you have this doctor in?
I think, like, I've kind of jammed my spear, like, around and under his arm, so, like, the haft kind of has his arm twisted. Mm-hmm. So, like, he can't really go anywhere. I've kind of got, like, an arm lock thing going on.
Cool. Does a 17 hit your AC?
It does not.
AC 18. There is a wicked looking scalpel in his hand, and he is trying to twist it around to jam it into you, and it's just not taking.
Erebin!
Erebin, you're up.
Erebin!
You know, it is taking him to the basement. Erebin's gonna get to where he's about 10 feet away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna put his hands up and he's gonna go, "Unluckily for you, we do make house calls." Double barrel Eldritch Blast him.
It's a pretty good line.
First one's a 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I like that Erebin just always has a one-liner, like, locked and loaded.
8 damage on the first one.
Okay.
Second one is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that is another 8 damage.
Cool. He is bloodied. Crunchwrap's turn.
With Harper grappling him, can Crunchwrap still constrict, or would that constrict Harper as well?
That would constrict Harper as well.
Okay. Then Crunchwrap's just going to go for his namesake of Crunch.
Woo!
Classic.
Team Crunch.
And he's going to bite the guy.
Team Crunch, stand up. Everyone put your hands up.
And that's another 17, so that hits. So that's 10 damage.
Not looking good. Basil gets into the room, gets a look, kind of lay of the land, locks eyes with this doctor, and you see the doctor's eyes go wide. It's like, "You're dead. Not as dead as your thoughts."
Yeah.
And Basil clambers over all of these slabs in order to get at this guy. I'm going to make an athletics check to see how well he does. Basil sustains 4 damage as he's basically tripping over basically everything, but throwing himself at this guy barehanded.
Oh, man.
Parkour.
Basil crits.
Yeah.
Good. As he should. Kill
His
this fool.
hands goes for the throat as Basil the Bloody is not happy.
Would you say that he's in a rage?
Despite everything up on this stage. Basil lunges for this guy, hands around his throat, and throws him back onto the slab behind him, hitting the back of his head, killing him.
Nice.
Cecil enters the room and sees this particular scene finishing. The doctor is dead. Harper and Crunchwrap are kind of tangled up in the corpse.
Crunchwrap, let me go. Hey.
I go to the door and try to see if make sure it's shut and see if anyone's out there or listening.
Perception check or investigation check. Investigation will put you at risk of being seen if anybody is out there.
I'll do an investigation.
Cool.
22.
You see no one.
Okay. Poke my head out.
Urban's-
Quick. Poke my head back in. Close the door. Alarm on the door.
Nice.
Urban's gonna go, "Now, Basil, don't freak out. It's still me." And I'm gonna use disguise self and turn myself into the doctor.
Oh, that's clever. That's clever. All right.
There, you said there was something else in the room.
Yeah, there's a couple of corpses on the slabs. There is one directly in front that the doctor was working on. Very clearly a failed undersigned.
Cool. I need the one that looks the freshest and easiest to replicate, and I'm turning into that one.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
16.
Done. Yeah, no, you find not that one. That one is very clearly dead and very clearly been worked on. But you find another one. Yeah, easy enough.
Done. All right. Well, if we get seen, we will hopefully cause more questions than answers.
And if anyone notices that you should be dead, I'll just use Basil's line. Not as dead as we thought.
Well, that's the point. If they see
I like
thing
that.
they think is dead walking around, like, it causes a little bit of a surprise. Like, hey, how are you still here? That's a problem. Maybe they're scared. Rawr.
All right.
Rawr.
Basil looks over to Harper. All right, what's your plan?
Not be seen, mostly.
All right, just going normal, just stealthy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm little.
Yeah.
I do the thing where I just take 2 steps behind Arabin and I cannot be seen.
Holy shit!
It looks like we've gotten this room and we've got an alarm on the door. Do we want to wait here for a couple of minutes until there's a giant commotion outside?
You think there will be?
Basil?
What's up with your voice?
I'm really good at accents.
I think we want to keep moving, keep our momentum going, because honestly, best case scenario is we get moving, and then that happens, and then we've got a clear shot in front of us.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to unfurl a little, I'm burning through my spell slots, but this is why we're here. I'm going to unfurl a little doohickey, a little cloth.
I love a doohickey.
A little hanky that just keeps unfolding and unfolding and unfolding and unfolding until it's Ignis-sized. And I drape it over him like a picnic blanket, and Ignis turns invisible. I cast invisibility on Ignis.
Love it.
Perfect.
That lasts
All right.
for an hour. It is concentration. Rope trick, for what it's worth, also maintains for an hour. It just does.
Okay.
It just hangs out.
All
It
right,
hangs
everybody
out there
make sure.
at the chute, or
Yeah. Yeah, it stays in a fixed
it's a way out.
spot.
Okay, cool.
Potentially.
You all take a deep breath. Basil puts both hands on the doors outside of the exit of the morgue and pushes. Let's go get this fucking thing. And we'll call it there for tonight. Thank you for joining us here on Another Path. You can find our website and merch store at anotherpathpodcast.com and our network at ghostlightmedia.net. You can support our efforts by donating at patreon.com/ghostlightmedia or by giving us a rating and review over on Apple Podcasts or whatever podcatcher will let you. You can find us on Blue Sky at anotherpathpodcast.com, Ryan at ralbrecht.bluesky.social, Griffin at griffcolt.bluesky.social, and myself at tqloudly.com. You can find Justin on TikTok at justjustinmichael, and myself at tqloudly. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a new episode, and until then, remember that even the best made plan can end in get 'em. This has been a Ghostlight Media production.